Yay, Greek Street, aka Main Street. Let's see what makes it so great. Greenwich is 19 square miles. However, most of the historical buildings and features along with a really cute shop are within walking distance. First stop, the Wood House. Not open for tours, however, you can rent it out. Oh look, an open sign. Let's check it out. I met a new friend, Dr.Patti, who is the mother of the owner of this super cute store. You have to check it out. The trip to the store is worth the town visit.
Oh my God. We're gonna walk. Looks so much like Bennett. She's gonna drag. Yeah, she's
He's headed this way, all right? You don't gotta pull him. Yeah, you don't gotta pull him.
I am so glad you stopped in. What is your
Yeah.
Hi, pretty girl. You say hi. We're not gonna jump.
Say hi. Say hi.
We're not gonna jump. Hi, you're so
We're not going to jump. We're going to sit, be a good girl.
I would say it's okay. You gotta listen to me.
Now wait a minute. Can I get a picture of you taking a picture?
But we have somebody that is doing her voice, so actually she does speak.
This is too adorable. So, well, it was so nice to meet you. You movie
It's adorable.
star. You
What do we have
YouTube
for the
star.
sticker?
Nothing.
Oh, well, thank
Yeah.
you.
So sweet. You're so sweet.
Yeah. Is that your new friend?
You can come here anytime.
Is she coming?
How long has the store been here? How long have you been here?
She's been here. This summer will be 2 years. But the building itself has been a store since
forever.
you
Yeah,
know.
we can see that.
This is Penelope. She lives in West Deptford. I'm family. I don't even know their name. All I know is Penelope. And she's
That's
a
the important
YouTube
part.
Star.
Well, sort
And
of.
they go around and they're making footage for her
We'll go say hi.
YouTube.
We'll go say hi.
You're right now.
There we go.
The Bayshore Heritage Scenic Byway.
Yeah.
So we will. Okay.
On to some history. I have a feeling I won't be allowed inside this one. Good thing Russell takes great video for me to watch later.
Why? I thought you were going to wait on the steps.
Thanks to a QR code, which is not historical for this
This
information.
was built by ethnic Finns.
Later immigrants from Germany and the Ukraine built similar log structures, but historians believe the Forest Finns introduced the iconic log cabin to America.
So when people think of, Davy Crockett and so on, and they think of them and Abraham Lincoln being born in a log cabin, 7 presidents were allegedly born in log cabins.
Built with notched and crossed corners, with the ends of the logs slightly projecting. The roof has a steep slope made of hand-split cedar shingles. A log interior wall divides the building into 2 spaces with stairs and a loft space above. 59 logs remain from the original granary, and given the centuries that have passed, that's pretty.
The Given House, which remember dogs are not allowed.
Lockdown.
How are you?
How are you? Would you guys like a tour? Yes, please. Do you want to sign in right here? Sure.
Absolutely. Okay, give us what you got. So this house is called the Gibbon House, after Nicholas Gibbon.
Again, 1730, that's when the house was built. But he actually didn't really live here that long. He was a bachelor, and he actually designed the house kind of to be more for a bachelor. And he was really pushing for his particular faith in the town. But the town kind of had more of a eclectic religious feel. There were a lot of Presbyterians, Quakers, different congregations starting, and that didn't really jive with what he wanted to do. So
What did he want to do?
he was it escapes me right now. He was I forget which denomination he was. Wait, that's where his church used to be. It escapes me now. I'm Calvinist, sorry. But anyway, so he ended up moving to Salem. So the Gibbon family was a prominent family in Salem, but for most of the house's history, he didn't actually live in here. The Wood family lived in here for almost the entirety of the house's history. So it should be called the Wood House.
I was going to say, but it's called
Yes.
because he had to go or whatever.
Yeah.
Yes.
And also there's another wood house down the street, so it would be too weird if there was two wood houses. But he was a pretty prominent businessman in the town, and so this was definitely the fanciest house in town, for sure.
Okay.
So going into there, this room right over here, this is the dining area. Now, a lot of the house is designed like a lot of the wealthier houses back then, where there's a lot of doorways to keep servants from interacting. So there's a doorway behind there that leads to the kitchen, that leads to the servants' quarters.
Okay, all right.
But originally this would have been the kitchen because this was a hearth, but they bricked it in, so it's a little bit smaller. And so everything we own here is not from the original house. Some people think it's like a recreation. In fact, I believe the house was purchased sometime in the 70s or donated over, and so everything has been donated here.
Okay.
But there's a lot of different like portraits of people, like different, etc. Now, this painting up here was done in the 90s, and it's on the wall over there. There's a little print of what the town used to look like.
So did you wind it? How did you get this? How does it start? I can't.
This little crank right here. And so it's got the two scales, so you get the double notes. And it actually features 8 songs on here, which is insane. It's like,
Wow, that is neat. Yeah. Nice. Oh, that's a fine. That's a tray.
Yeah.
waiting for that. I thought it was about to. Here. And this is where the tea burning monument is. That's where the church that Gibbons built that is no longer there. Some marriage certificates. There's a lot of names that appear a lot in this town. The Woods, the Bacons.
Look, George Washington stayed here.
I know for a fact that if you're familiar with like Revolutionary history, I know Lafayette apparently really enjoyed coming to this town a lot. So
Oh, okay.
not George Washington, but we did get some. This was his bedroom. This bathtub wouldn't have made sense in the context of this room. What you did more commonly back then was you changed your clothes throughout the day. Now, a chair, a potty chair, might make sense. That's more for someone who's elderly. Which is actually the chest that the Bacon family came to America with. So that was the original one, you know. you got it into the cargo, and then you held onto that key very tight. And that is the Bacon family that Kevin Bacon is from. So this room was meant to be a go-between room, and that's because Gibbons, he only had his female servant in his house with him, and he didn't want people to have any ideas that he had easy access to her room. Okay. So originally there was a wall here.
Not very Jefferson-like.
Yeah.
Just saying.
He had that bed in the middle. Well, no, yeah, so this was the servant's room right here, and there was a wall right here. So now this is our full Civil War collection.
Wow.
So you can achieve the same effect by crossing your eyes, but that's not nearly as healthy. I'm going to conclude with a story that actually brings everything all the way back around. The story of the Jersey tomato. So, the story, tomatoes are a New World food,
Right.
and they were not well taken by the people of the Old World, because most of the time people would eat tomatoes, or the wealthy who got first access to the new stuff would eat tomatoes off of pewter plates. So when you put the tomato on the metal, the acidity, it brings out the metal, so it tastes terrible and is poisonous. And tomatoes are already in the nightshade family, so there was an association that tomatoes were completely poisonous, so no one ate them. Now, of course, poor people, which ate off of wooden plates, didn't have this problem, so you see the tomato kind of spread among the lower class. Mm-hmm. But there was a man in Salem town who loved to eat tomatoes. He would eat them off the vine. He had picked up the hobby. So the story goes that he gathered everyone out on the steps of the town in Salem, and he had a tomato. And this was entertainment back then. But he hold the tomato, and he ate it in front of everybody, and they were like, "Oh my God, he's gonna die!" And then when he didn't die, he took out another one, and it was And from that day on, the Jersey tomato started being something they produced. And that man was a descendant of Nicholas Gibbon.
There you go.
So it all comes full circle.
That's neat.
Cool. So do you guys have any final questions?
Right.
Now I must ask, what breed is your dog?
She's a border collie.
Oh, that's so cute. Okay.
Well, actually, we'll bring her out, because I'll give you, and your name is?
Connor.
Come here. Come here. We have another friend for you. Look, a friend.
I seen
No, not Dad.
Come here, you're getting yourself
Yeah,
all
can we-
tangled up.
and excited.
Come here.
There. Look at your friend.
We're not gonna jump. We're not gonna jump. Oh, we say hello.
Say hi. No, go say hi to her. Go say hi.
Hello. Well, I know, we're an adventure, right?
I know you haven't seen Mom in such a long time. Go see Connor.
Hello.
No, go see. Go. That's your new friend.
Hi. Hello.
Thanks to Connor for giving my humans this great tour of the Gibbons house.
This whole, like with the byways we're finding, and they're like, even if you just look them up in general, there's 8 in New Jersey. I mean, like with such a small
a small state. We've got 8 of them, so I'm kind of looking forward to checking out each one of them. So
And I mean, this town especially, but stuff you'll see on the Byway, like because it's been avoided by development, you have it
Right.
preserved.
Absolutely, it's definitely stepping back in time.
Yes.
Yes. Without having to go over that bridge.
Yeah. No independent property.
Right, absolutely.
See you next week for part 2 of my Greenwich adventure.